Good morning, students. This is Ramesh Shende from J School of Commerce, Varda, and I welcome you to this online class of BCom third semester in the subject supplementary English. And just like in the previous lecture, we discussed about the inquiry letter, taking the example of a theft of a laptop from the maintenance department of a company, right? Blue Sky, something like this. So today also we are going to discuss the same thing, that is inquiry report, the same portion of your syllabus, from your syllabus, that is inquiry report. But the example that I have taken here for the discussion today is quite different from that example. That day we discussed about the theft of a laptop. Today we are going to discuss, or will discuss, about the misappropriation or embezzlement, पैसों की हेराफेरी, right, of money, embezzlement of money, or misappropriation of funds in a cooperative society. So the question, suppose the question is like this: you are the chairman of the committee. You are in the university examination. Just imagine that you are in the university examination and this question is there in your question paper. So you are the chairman of the committee. You means you the student. Okay. You are the chairman of the committee appointed by the board of trustees. The board of trustees. You are the chairman. You are supposed to be the chairman of that committee which is constituted by, which is formed, which is constituted, which is appointed by the board of trustees of Swayam Credit Cooperative Society, which is situated or located at Sitabardi, Nagpur. So you are the chairman of the committee appointed by the board of trustees Swayam Credit Cooperative Society, Sitabardi, Nagpur, to inquire, to make an inquiry into what? Into the misappropriation. I have told the meaning of this word misappropriation, herafri, that is in Hindi, right? Or embezzlement, misappropriation of funds in the society. So you have to make ready the inquiry report. You have to prepare an inquiry report based on this particular thing. When we speak about the embezzlement or misappropriation of funds, it means it must be done by a person belonging to that particular society. That particular society here means what? Swayam Credit Cooperative Society. It means there must be, or there is someone who can be called accused by us. So just imagine that there is one person and he is supposed to be the accused, who is the main hand behind this embezzlement, and about that we are going to inquire. So it is asked to you to submit this report by 19 December 2020. I have taken this date because I am teaching you today, right? So I have taken the date of the day, today's date, that is 19 December 2020. In this question, nothing more is given, right? So that you yourself at your level have to think about all these things, that the misappropriation had happened in the society between a particular period of time, span of time, and after that the committee was formed, the committee was constituted, the committee was appointed, and you have been made the chairman of that committee, right? So you have been given a period of near about 1 month to prepare this report and submit it to the chairman of the board of trustees of that particular society, that is Swayam Credit Cooperative Society. So you have to imagine all these things at your own level, because nothing clear about all these details is given in the question itself. So you have to be very precautious while writing the dates, right? You may do mistakes, especially here in these points of writing dates. So the date should be mentioned very properly. So as we discussed in the previous lecture about inquiry report, the same pattern can be followed, the same pattern is to be followed by you also, right? So first of all, you write the date here. You have to write the date in the right corner of your page, right? Then there comes the name or the designation of that person whom this inquiry report is addressed, or to whom you are going to submit this entire report, well prepared report. So you will submit this report to the chairman of the board of trustees of Swayam Credit Cooperative Society, and then address Sitabardi, Nagpur. Then it should be clear to the next person whom you are going to submit that report, what this report about, and that's why you have to very clearly mention what? The subject. Subject will be what? Subject will be inquiry report. So in the beginning, while explaining you, giving you insight about this particular topic, I told you one thing, that if misappropriation of funds has happened, then it must be someone who is supposed to be a suspect, or who is called accused also. So we have taken here the name of that accused, and that accused is supposed Mr. Raghav, V.P. Raghav. This person is shown as accused by you. You can take any other name. Right? This is just a kind of model answer. This is just a kind of sample answer for you how to write the report. So just suppose that V.P. Raghav is the prime accused in his case of embezzlement of funds or misappropriation of the funds. So first of all, you will write about the terms of references of this report. So in the terms of references, what we write? We write about the members of the committee. We write about details of that committee. Details of the committee means what? Means the chairman, who is the chairman of that committee, or the members. So that I have taken one person, I have shown one person as the chairman, because chairman is only one person of any organization or committee, right? And I have shown two persons as the members who have to work along with that chairman, means you, because you are the chairman here. So you'll write about those 3 or 4 people. You'll write about the date also, when that committee was formed by the board of trustees, right? And you will again write about the date when you have to submit that report. So I have written all these details. Regarding the committee, regarding the date of the formation of the committee, regarding the date when you have to submit that particular report in this first point under this first title, that is terms of references. So the first sentence would be like this: the committee was appointed, the committee was constituted, the committee was formed, the committee was appointed by whom? By the board of trustees. That is given in the question itself. You have to take the same material from the question if it is to be mentioned here. As it is given, we are going to take, or we have taken the same name. You cannot change that name if it is given in the question itself. If it is not given, then you are free to take any of the other name. But as it is given in the question itself, the name of the cooperative society, you have to take the same. You have to write the same. The committee was appointed by the board of trustees of what? Of Swayam Credit Cooperative Society. Full stop. This is a complete sentence. We have written about the formation of the committee, by whom that committee was formed. Then, now in the second sentence, we have to mention, we have to write the names of the chairman of the committee. Here you are the chairman, right? And the members of the committee. The committee comprises of 3 people. The committee comprising Mr. K.Y. Samir, chairman. Suppose you are K.Y. Samir, chairman. Mr. K. Iqbal, who is the member. I have written here in bracket, member. And then J.P. Thomas, who is the second member of the committee. Member. The committee was appointed by the Board of Trustees of Swayam Credit Cooperative Society. The committee comprising Mr. Samir, Mr. Iqbal and Mr. Thomas was constituted on, when it was constituted? On 15 November 2020. See, you have been asked to submit this report latest by 19 December. I am teaching you this particular portion today. That's why I have written the date of today here, right? When I am going to submit, when we have to submit this report to the chairman. But here I have taken the date 15 November 2020 because this committee was constituted, formed on that particular day, on 15 November 2020, to inquire. It has a particular purpose. Okay, there is a particular purpose behind formation of this committee. So you have to write, you have to make it very clear in your question so that the valuer can understand it very easily what you want to say or what this entire matter is about. To inquire, to make an inquiry about or to inquire into the misappropriation of funds. The misappropriation of funds allegedly, supposedly by the senior accountant, because this work can be done by the accountant, by the cashier. So we have mentioned here, I have mentioned here that it was done, that misappropriation of funds was done allegedly by the senior accountant, and then after writing the designation of the concerned person, you have to write his name also. Right. So I have taken the name Mr. V.P. Raghav. Mr. V.P. Raghav, during the period between 1st August 2020 and 10 November 2020. It means he did this kind of work, or he misappropriated, the funds. He was involved in this kind of work, bad work we can say, between 1st August 2020 and 10 November 2020. August, September, October and November. So you have to inquire about this particular period and the embezzlement of funds during that stipulated period of time, which was done by Mr. V.P. Raghav. See, you are going to inquire particular this period of time. So far as his conduct, his misappropriation about the funds is concerned, and that's why the committee was formed after 5 days of this particular date, 1 August or 1st August 2020 and 10 November 2020 here and the committee was formed on 15 November 2020. It means after 5 days of that particular day or date. The committee was asked to report its findings, your conclusions, your findings, right? What you have examined, what you have got by after interrogating that particular person. So your findings will be based on the interrogation of the accused, right? Of the accused. So the committee was asked to report its findings latest by 19 December 2020. The formation of committee happened on which day? On what day? On what date? On 15 November, and you have to submit this report before 19 December. It means November and December. Near about you have been given the period of 1 month, and it's, I think, more than sufficient period for detailed inquiry into any matter. Especially here, we will just think about this, right? Misappropriation of funds, right? So the committee was asked to report its findings latest by 19 December 2020, and that's why I have written here the same date, that is 19 December 2020. Then procedure. In the point of procedure, under this head, what you have to do? You have to write what actually you did, what you have actually done. and how you worked with the other people, with the other committee members, and interrogate whether you interrogated, ask that person, ask the questions, etc. You have to write about all the details in this point. That is procedure. The committee members, one chairman, two members, interrogated. You ask several questions to the accused, Mr. Raghav, about his misappropriation of funds. The committee members interrogated the accused VP Raghav and the customers also who had financial transaction with him. So you not only interrogated Mr. VP Raghav, who was senior accountant in the Swayam Credit Cooperative Society, but also those people who had done their financial transactions with him, because this is the matter of a kind of theft, right? This is the matter of financial transactions, and that's why you had to interrogate all those people who were directly or indirectly related to that matter. So directly here we have taken the name of VP Raghav. You directly interrogated that person, and you met the other people also and got to know about their views and opinions regarding that. You inquired those people also, right? So after interrogation, you must have drawn some findings and you must have observed some certain things. So in the findings you have to write about your observations, right? After interrogating Mr. Raghav, who is the prime accused, main accused, principal accused. So in the findings you will write, during the inquiry it was found that. During the inquiry it was found that. What was found? Now you will write about all those things. Now see, if it is about the misappropriation of funds, then just in general you think that what he would have done. He might not have issued the original or the real receipt to his customers. First thing, it is possible. Or secondly, he might not have issued the receipts at all, right? He might have adopted somewhat different method, right? The fact is that when you are depositing your money somewhere, then definitely you get the receipt. Even though you go to the banks, you go anywhere, you get the receipt. That is the kind of confirmation. It is a kind of surety that your money is safe and you have handed over your money into the right hands. It is a kind of legal document. So it should be done, or it is generally done. So he must not have done this particular thing. He must not have issued the written receipt. Then secondly what? He must not have deposited that collected amount, because it is credit cooperative society. So after collecting that money, it was actually the duty of Mr. VP Raghav, because he was a senior accountant, to deposit that particular amount of money which he had collected from his customers. It was his duty to deposit that amount into the society's account in the bank. He can be found at fault particular in this thing, right? And we have to consider that particular period of time. Which particular period of time? 1st August 2020 and 10 November 2020. Because during this particular period of time, that misappropriation of funds happened. So that we have to think about all those transactions which took place between that particular period of time, right? Some other things also can be found after interrogation with that person. With that person means here Mr. Raghav. And while inquiring, it may come to know to you that has purchased or he had purchased flats, plots, etc. All these things. So after collecting this kind of information, you write about your own observations or your findings. So systematically you have to right, all these things so that the probe can be done in a proper way, in proper manner or systematically. So your findings would be like this. So these are somewhat general points, and you have to put this information systematically in your answer. First is the depositors were issued fake receipts during the period under consideration 1st August 2020 to 10 November 2020. He issued what? Fake receipts instead of genuine or real or original receipts. He did this deliberately. The depositors were issued fake receipts during the period under consideration. First point. Second point, the amounts received from the customers were neither recorded in the account books. It is the prime duty of an accountant to mention, to write about all these things in the account book as it is related to the finance or financial matter, right? Book not deposited in the society's bank account. It means he diverted that entire fund, that entire amount, that huge amount somewhere. It means into his private account, right? So you found this thing also. Why? After interrogation with Mr. Raghav, the prime accused in that embezzlement case. So the amount received from the customers was neither recorded in the account book nor deposited in the society's bank account. Then third finding was like this. The accused Mr. Raghav failed to provide any satisfactory explanation for the disparity in the accounts, for the differences, right? There was a huge disparity, and when your committee or the committee under your chairmanship inquired or interrogated him, he could not provide any solid proof about the disparity of the accounts that he had maintained, and that's why your doubts strengthened or consolidated, and you inquired much more into that case or matter. Then your finding would be like this. He admitted. What did he admit? He admitted that he had purchased 2 flats and a luxurious car during the period under consideration. Again, we are speaking about the same period of time, that is 1st August to 10 November 2020. During the period under consideration, a case of money laundering. He admitted that he had purchased. Now the question is that how could he purchase such costly things? 2 flats and a luxurious car. So it is clear, and our doubt consolidates here. Then the point is number 5. It is clear, evident. His purchasing of flat, he is being unable to explain those things when he was asked the questions regarding his maintenance of the accounts, about those receipts, right? It was quite flat. He had no any satisfactory explanation, he had no any satisfactory answer, because he actually was involved in that embezzlement, and that's why it is clear evident that there is absolutely no scope, no room for doubt. There is no doubt, it is beyond doubt that Mr. Raghav misappropriated funds. This is your conclusion, this is your finding. All these points are interrelated somewhere, right? Your inquiry, his confession, he's been unable to explain those things, to answer your questions properly. All these things are interrelated, and that's why you have to put all these things very systematically in the answer, so that you can write an impressive answer, a correct answer. It is clear evident that there is absolutely no room for doubt that Mr. Raghav misappropriated funds to the tune of nearly 50 lakhs. कितने पैसों का घोटाला था? To the tune of 50 lakh rupees. It was a big scam, in fact, done by that accused Mr. VP Raghav. So this is your last finding, and you have written it here, right? Then recommendations. In simplest language, recommendation means kind of suggestion, because this is the committee constituted, formed by the board of trustees, and that's why in any kind of report, if you are writing, the last point is of recommendation. So you will recommend some certain things. So in recommendations, what you can write? Just general thinking. First, that particular person should be suspended immediately. Secondly, his salary can be withheld or should be withheld. You must make it clear. You should very clearly write it. Thirdly, as it is a scam, a police complaint can also be made, right? So you can write these things, these suggestions, where under this head, that is recommendation. So based on the findings, your recommendations will be based on your findings after interrogating that particular person. So you will recommend based on findings. This committee under your chairmanship recommends that first, Mr. V.P. Raghav, who is the prime accused in this case of embezzlement of funds or misappropriation of funds, should be suspended with immediate effect. Instantly should be suspended so that a proper probe can be done and the matter is to be cleared or should be made clear. So for this purpose, he should be immediately suspended. Second, a police complaint. It is the must requirement. A police complaint should be lodged against him. And thirdly, his salary of a month should be withheld with until the probe is completed. And the last part is, you should not miss a single point from the entire from this report because if you forget any of these small or big points, definitely you will lose the marks in the university examination. So that you should be very clear and you should be very precautious that all the points are covered in the report. So lastly, it is very important because most of the students commit mistakes here. They do not mention the names of the committee members, they do not write about their signature, etc. The designation also should be very clearly mentioned. Mr. K.Y. Samir, who is the chairman. Mr. K.Y. Samir means you yourself are the chairman. I have written here just fictitious name, an imaginary name. You can write any other name. Mr. K.Y. Samir. Then second member is, you are the chairman. Then the member is Mr. K. Iqbal, his resignation in bracket. And lastly, Mr. J.P. Thomas, also member. So this is the second example that we discussed today, and I hope that you will understand from these two reports of write the inquiry report. Subject may be different, the question may be different, but the entire setup or the format will be nearly same. So here we stop, and this sample answer will help you to understand the things and will help you to prepare your own answer. So I stop. Thank you.